Okay, here I am. Sorry about that. I messed up something before and was in the wrong place and didn't have my software hooked up right. That's what happens when you come in the door coughing. What's up, Boogie? Miss Carrie? Candace? What's happening? My moderator should be here soon. They was in the other chat. So I bet I messed up. Hey, Tracy. Aisha. I feel like what was this lady? There used to be this show for kids on in San Francisco, Oakland, Channel 2 called Miss Romper Room. And it was a TV show for kids, and I was on it a couple of times when I was a child. And she used to have this magic looking glass, and she would look like she was looking out at the TV, and then you would send in your name, right? And so then she would call your name. They put it on a teleprompter, so she'd be calling your name, and then everybody would wait for their name to be called. And then even if it wasn't really you, you thought it was, and so you was all excited. That was when I was a little kid. It was so cute. What's up, everybody? We're here for What the Fuck Tuesday. Those of you who are used to this particular event know that this is what happens. We come on Tuesday nights and we go over some letters that have been received in the advice column, from a couple of weeks to the week before, and as of some instances, the day of. Look at my top. Look at these like leopard print sleeves and stuff. I'm like jazzy today. I've never had an outfit like this with animal prints on it. Yes, I did. I used to have a little hoochie dress that had leopard prints, and it was like, that's when I was skinny and young. And it was like that little dress. I still have it, but shoot, I probably could fit like one leg in it now. But that's how it is. That's how it is when you get older and you start drinking wine. Shit changes. You know who I'm talking about? You always wanted to call your name. You should have sent your name in. Romper Room, honey. I was on Romper Room a couple of times. You know how you have to tell a joke, and then they let you go up and fill your pockets with candy. Shoot, I didn't have no pockets on a dress. I went one time. My mother made me wear this dress. I took my dress. I improvised. I took the hem of my dress and pulled it up. And had little. You remember in those days, little girls used to wear slips and petticoats and whatnot. I pulled my dress up and I loaded that shit up with candy. And then I was holding it and went back to my seat. It was terrible. It was terrible. Yeah, I love this. This little top is really kind of interesting with these little sleeves. I'm like, oh shit, look at me. $5. I am a bargain shopper. I love stuff for $5. It's my favorite amount to pay. $5. Thank you. You know what? You know what? And people keep asking me, what do you do to your skin? There's several things that I do, and I guess one of these times I'll make a bit. I have my daughter film me with my skin routine, but I learned it from my mother. And the main thing I can tell you is if you are in your 20s or 30s now, start taking care of your skin now. Don't think, oh, I'm young. I don't have to worry about that shit, this and that. This is why my skin still looks this good. I took care of it from the time I was 23 years old. I started preparing for old age at 23. And but some of it's genetics too, because I have a grandmother, my dad's mother. She's half Blackfoot Indian, and her skin was. I mean, how the Indians get that leathery look. She had some of that, but the woman didn't have like no wrinkles or nothing, and she died at 94. No skin, just as smooth and perfect and wrinkle free. So I have some of those genes, which will definitely help. But if you're young now, what you need to do is start using moisturizer with sunblock in it. SPF for black women, SPF 30 is my recommendation. And that's pretty good, for all occasions. Because people think, well, it's raining outside, it's cloudy, you don't have to worry about it. Sun will fuck you up. Okay, will fuck you up. So you need to always, use moisturizer with sunblock on it. And so I'll show you guys some of the brands that I use and the oils and stuff that I use and stuff. So I'll try to get my daughter to do that, or I'll use my tripod or something and show you one of these times. But let's move on. Enough about me. Let's talk about these people and their relationship drama. Yeah, no, my brother has forehead creases, but he's a worry wart. Now I'm like, my brothers are just really nice people, and they don't cuss people out like I do. Everybody in my family says I'm more like my dad than any of his kids, and including the boys. And my brothers are very kind people, very gentle, and whatever. And even though one of them's a Q, but they're just very nice people, and I'm just not. And so people get out, stupid, and I cuss them out, and that's just the end of that, and that's how it goes. And I don't really give a fuck. So, yes, and you eat well, you drink lots of water, and avoid hard liquor. As I do have my hand every once in a while, but wine, if you're gonna drink, I like to drink wine. Yes, it has a lot of carbohydrates in it, but it doesn't fuck up your skin. So, there you go. All right, so let's talk. You need SPF 100. Well, goddamn, what are you like, Casper? Sorry, I didn't mean to be mean. I'm just saying 100. Really? Okay, where's my moderators? I was I had started another chat. I have to confess my sins. I forgot to set my software up right, and I kind of messed up. But like I started last week, I want to start doing this by girl, I got a solution for your oily skin because my skin is oily too. But you know what you want to do, Boogie? The skin under your eyes does not have any oil glands. So you want to I'm going to tell you guys one secret now. You take this finger, this one, this like one, two, three, four, your fourth finger because it doesn't have a lot of strength. And I don't do no facial exercises. You take the oil from your T-zone and you dab it under your eyes where you have no oil gland and just natural oil from your skin. And you just put it there and you go to bed at night and you just leave it there. And every time you think about it, make sure your hands are clean. You wipe the oil from the oily spots and you dab it around your eyes. Dab, don't scrub. Dab. Okay? This is the lightest finger, touch finger. No, you're not using no Dove soap. Well, I mean, you can use it on your body, but use some African black soap. That's made for our skin. It's very moisturizing. It does not reduce. It doesn't take the mantle off the top of your skin. It cleans you, but it leaves your skin moist, and you don't get the ashy look. African black soap. Make sure it's the pure stuff, not some shit that you get at Whole Foods or some blended mess. Get it from some Africans at like an African shop. You do really well. All right. But anyway, I have a lot of stuff to tell you guys about skincare and all of that stuff. As you mature, you got to do stuff differently than you did when you was younger. And so we'll talk about that one day. So let me share with you some thank you letters that came in this week. You got it, Boogie. I got you. Honey, you got to use that black soap. That shit is bomb. It's just the bomb. It is. Oily skin, it's better to have oily skin than dry skin because you got dry skin. Your shit will be lined up and wrinkled for days. All right, now I kind of mentioned this young lady the other day, but I wanted to read her whole thank you letter. Van, is he okay? Good, because I know I left him in the other. I started a different chat and I had to close that one out and launched a real chat to where everybody else was. Sorry, you guys, but let me read this. It's from Nubian Ninja, and she says, "I love you, Deb. And while I was in the car listening to this video, I forgot which video it was. Going to college, my brother said he loves how real you talk. I recommend you to my sister as well. I've been listening to you for almost a year now, and you have given me the courage to dump my baby's father and fulfill my dreams. Thank you very much, Queen. My daughter's 5 and my son is 3 now. Oh, 3-year-old, so cute. He is on child support now because of your advice. And every time I speak with my sister, she tells me how proud she is of me. Also, my parents and brothers supporting me daily. My children are in daycare and I enrolled in college for medical administration. They see their father every other weekend. Life has changed so much since I started listening to you last March. I am proud of myself and I'm blessed to have you as one of my parental figures. Your advice is truly a gift and a blessing." Oh, and I got all choked up. It's like, Well, when people tell you how you changed their life, it's just so moving. It's so fabulous. It's so wonderful. It's like, oh, I'm so proud of her. I know this took a lot of courage, and it's so great. Yeah, it just made me get all choked up because for her little daughter to see her mommy, like changing her life. I mean, she's setting an example that no words can ever match. Your daughter's watching that, and your son is also watching that. He's going to form his opinion about what kind of woman he should be with based on his mama. And your daughter's going to form her opinion of what kind of woman she should be and what bullshit she should and should not tolerate based on her mama. I don't think a lot of women really understand how powerful their relationship is with their children and how much they look at you for an example of what to do and how to live their life. You are their first role model, more so than their father. I mean, that comes later, especially for boys. In the beginning, it's mama. Mama is everything. So when she's young, she's not even 30 yet, and she got her shit together and she's doing the damn thing. Her kids are going to be great. Her family's proud of her. I'm proud of her. I know all you guys are proud of her. This is like the most wonderful thing that I could have gotten. And that's why I want to start reading these thank you letters that as they come in and sharing them with you guys. Okay. That just really means a lot to me. All right. Let me get myself together here. Oh my God. Okay. And then Regina wrote, I love your YouTube channel. I laugh so hard. Your advice and humor puts me in a great mood, which I need in this current political climate. Oh my God. Okay, I'm getting myself together. And Christine says, thank you for putting it all out there, Deb. I'm a white woman screwed over by another white guy several times in my lifetime. But I've got to say, you have so much to say to all women, and she put that in caps, black or white or whatever. I love your sassy. Thanks so much, Deb. I've only gone out with a few black guys, and I felt like a babe in the woods. I didn't even understand half of what they said. Girl, you ain't the only one, because they get started with the, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, blah, 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 you know what I'm saying. I don't know what the fuck they talking about either. I didn't. Oh, she says, I felt like Little Red Riding Hood lost in the woods. God help me, woman, and thanks for your sight. It's so helpful. Men play so many games, and you are brave in sharing your insight. Antoinette, Deb, you always give great detailed advice. Thank you for what you do. I watch all of your videos, and I now look out for signs of stupidity. And my girl, Kristen. Where that girl at? Kristen says, Deb, thanks for all the support and advice you give. All that knowledge you are passing down to women, especially the younger ones, is the greatest gift you could ever give anyone. Your advice and videos came into my life most definitely at the right time. In truth, I was surfing around watching random videos while I wasn't doing anything that day, and one of your videos popped up. Out of curiosity, I clicked on the video to watch it because I never heard of you prior to that. After I watched that first video, I was hooked, and with each video I watched and all the advice I took, I had an epiphany. I woke up and became ridiculously aware to the fuckery that surrounds me most of my life, and the cycle of dysfunction with men began to stop. Thank you for that. And she put some hearts and all the stuff. And then Ebony X Eb. She says, Deb girl, I love how you uplift women. So those are some letters that are, that came in recently. Comments posted that, people sent to thank all of us because what you guys, I couldn't do this without you. You know what I mean? It's like you motivate me to do more and be better, and I motivate you to do more and be better. So between the two of us, it's like we got this shit rolling. We got it rolling. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. Oh, you did 7 or 8 years ago? Yeah, I've been around for a long time. People are like, well, where you been? I'm like, shit, my ancient ass. I've been around here since I don't know. Yeah, it's good to hear. Thanks, Van. That's my girl. I'm really surrounded by good people. I feel so loved. You guys just don't know. When you consider the internet, you don't really meet the people. You know what I mean? My interactions with everybody is in the internet. But you guys are great. You guys are just, why am I so emotional today? This is so unlike me. I just want to sit there and go, wah. I mean, but they would be happy tears, don't get me wrong, but I just feeling all emotional and all kind of shit's going on. Let me snap out of this. I got some letters to do. I have to get my rugged face on because you know these people about to come with some fuckery. All right, here we go. This is question number one. Woman, 26 to 35 age group from Franklin, Tennessee. She says, "Hey, Deb, I always joke with friends and tell them that you are my YouTube auntie. That's right, I am. I'm a mother of two girls, 10 and 11, who I adore. I finally, after all these years, got off the I don't need to go to court to make a motherfucker take care of my kids bus and file for child support. Good for you. This government shutdown needs to end so we can get this party started. Anyway, my issue is my girl's father and his parents are always promising things with little to no follow through, particularly when it comes to visiting and overall just being more present in other ways. We live in different states and I know it can be a challenge, yet I wish they would stop lying to the girls. My oldest daughter's starting to have outbursts and crying about missing her family back where we are from. I've been thinking about letting both girls go live with their father and family there so they can see what it's really like. We moved when they were 4 and 5, so they don't really know what I went through with their dad. I try my best not to talk down about him, and I can tell you, I know that's not the same that he does me. Just over feeling underappreciated for the efforts I make every day, and the people who don't hold their end of the bargain get constant passes. I tried to keep it short to the point because I know my auntie gets ADHD. You right. With these letters. What are your thoughts? My first thought is you got two little girls. Do not send them to live with nobody. The most that you can do is arrange with their fathers for them to go there during school break, like a summer or something, for 1 week. That's it. You're not going to send them for no more than that. And before you do that, you need to do some investigation work. Where they going to be at? Where they going to be sleeping? Who going to be around them while they sleeping? And toileting and showering and all this stuff. Who's going to be watching your girls? This is key. Do not blindly send them off to some place where there may be some child pedophiles and shit. Your husband's family, yeah, what baby daddy, whoever he was, sound raggedy. Okay, and if he's raggedy, that means his relatives are raggedy. If you send two little girls that they don't know, don't have no ties to or nothing, and they right at that prime pedophile age, you better rethink this. I know what you're talking about, and I understand why you want to do it. But my suggestion is all three of y'all go out there and visit for 1 week. Let them spend time around these people. You can take time off of work, whatever you can. I'm sure you got vacation coming up. Set that up. You can get like they have these little hotel suites or stay with a friend or something like, you got time. It's 6 months away. Make all this work out and figure out where y'all going to stay and this and that and let them spend some time with these relatives while under your close supervision. Do not send them little girls nowhere in another state where you're not. Do not do that to them. Do not do that to them. Do not do that to them. They're too little. Okay, now if they was like 17, 16, something, where they have cell phones, they know how to fight a motherfucker off and all this kind of stuff, that's one thing. These are little girls, little, okay? 10 and 11, no. You need to be around and watch what's going on and who's talking to them and what's going on and make sure that you're there to protect them. That is my suggestion. Get them around these people. They need to meet these people. They need to be around these people. They need to see the fuckery straight up. They're going to be disappointed. You need to be able to talk to them about what's going on and explain things to them. Explain these kind of personalities, these kind of people, so they can, understand it in their little childlike way. You don't want to keep them from their father, but likewise, you don't want to send them anywhere. They ain't going to live with a goddamn nobody. And I'm telling you that right now. I know I'm not your mama and this and that, but don't you dare do no shit like that. You take them there and you watch over them for a week while they visit with their raggedy ass daddy, this raggedy ass family. You be everywhere they be. Okay, don't you let them out of your sight. I don't trust no motherfucker with around no little girls. I don't even give a fuck if it is they daddy. They some of the biggest freaks in the fucking world. Don't you do that. I'm telling you, if you write me back and say you did, I'm going to be really pissed at you. I mean, really pissed. You do what you need to do. You're their mother. You need to protect them. Okay? You take them to see them. They need to do that. But don't you dare send them there until they old enough to know how to use a credit card, a phone, and call police and all this kind of stuff to get out of a situation. They too little right now. All right, now let's go to question number 2. This is a young woman, 19 to 25 age group from Philly. She says, I'm a 24-year-old Virgo woman living with a 29-year-old Scorpio Virgo, Scorpio boyfriend. Oh, this is a disaster. Things moved very quickly, and we were living together within a couple of months of our first date. It's been 30 days since we moved in. This past weekend, he told me he was going to go out with friends, so I made plans too. I let him know who, where, and even asked him to meet up later in the evening. My plans changed on the meeting place, so I texted him and let him know where we were going to be. He popped in and met my friend and let us know where he was going to be meeting his friend. We were only there a minute, but he kissed me when he left, a first public, PDA. We both knew the other was going to a second place, but we didn't know we'd end up at the same club, she says. I saw him when he came in and immediately went over to him. He greeted me and then he said he was going to catch up with a friend that had kept walking. He didn't introduce me to his friend and was standing sometimes only 10 feet away from me. About an hour later, I was asked to dance by some guy I did. The third song on the dance floor, my Scorpio comes up to me and it got me off the floor. He told me he was done with me and moving out the next day. Long story short, he was jealous and felt disrespected. Even though I was there was no dirty dancing or intimate contact of any kind. I realized I was wrong, she says. I truly didn't think it would be bothering my ever cocky, somewhat arrogant Scorpio. Oh, I was so wrong. He left the club without saying anything. We had a few texts exchanged where he threatened that the relationship was over. He planned to move out. I told him I was too drunk to drive, and I sat in my car trying to sober up and fell asleep. Oh, she wrote a fucking novel. Blah, blah, blah. This went on for an hour while I sobered up enough to drive. When I got home, he hung up on me, and I walked into the bedroom, and he was there. No car in sight, so I was shocked. He replies to me when I ask a question, but he shirks me off if I touch him. He said he has absolutely nothing to say to me. He won't initiate any conversation, but he stayed home with me the entire day. I cooked, washed his clothes, and literally fawned over him all day. He ate and responded, but nothing more. I've apologized several times. I'm not trying to rush him, but my heart is breaking. I'm an extremely loyal Virgo. I never have been more than a dance. I would never cheat on him. I don't know why I was so stupid. I don't know, intentionally play games, and I'm extremely affectionate with him in private and public. He's the only one I want. Please help me with any advice on what I can do to repair the damage I've caused. Please comment to help me. This is my first Scorpion. I want the right thing for him, for us. Get rid of that motherfucker. Let me explain something. You moved in with him too soon. You moving in with a dude, it takes 3 months for the shield to drop. You meeting a representative in the first 3 to 4 months. You don't really get to start seeing the real person until after that. What you're seeing now is the real motherfucker. He's a jealous, possessive, insecure little dweeb. Okay, that's what you got. And your behavior by you going around and you basically what you did by cooking for him and cleaning and petting him up and doing all that stuff, you're rewarding his negative behavior. That's what you did. You're reinforcing that behavior that he did. So he gets benefits from acting a zip damn fool, snatching you off the dance floor and acting all stupid. You didn't punish him for that. He got rewarded for that. Because you did all this stuff to make sure that he felt loved and secure and all this stuff. You didn't do anything wrong. He's the one who did something wrong. Okay, you need to get over this. Trying to kiss up to him and all of this stuff. So what you need to do is you go and sit down with homeboy and say, look, I realized that we moved in, together probably too soon. Because I didn't really get to see this side of you. I didn't know you were going to be this stupid. So if you want to move out, go ahead and move out. I don't really care because what you're not going to do is try to intimidate me or bully me into being a slave to this house and never going anywhere and never doing anything based on your approval. We're not married, and at this rate, we never will be because you don't know how to treat me. You coming at me all kind of crazy like you some kind of fucking stalker or something and trying to yank me off dance floors and do all this stuff and think that that's okay. That's not okay. I'm a grown woman, you a grown man. You sitting right there watching what I'm doing, and yet you're gonna get jealous and possessed. You can see that I'm not even touching this man. There's nothing inappropriate going on, and this is how you act. And so now you call yourself punishing me because I did something that you didn't like. Kiss the inside of my ass. How about that? And you don't want to live here no more, motherfucker. Get your shit and get the fuck out. That's what you need to tell him. You gave his ass too much power. Way too much power. And then you sit there and if he wants to go, let his ass go. Fling his shit out the door, down the stairs, out the door into the rain. I don't give a fuck where it goes. You need to stop kissing his ass. And there's all this Virgo Scorpio shit. I don't know what that has to do with anything. He's a fucking asshole and you dumb. That's the bottom line there. Virgo, dummy. Scorpio, fool. I'm just saying. I'm glowing. I think this is the shirt that I have on. I'm just like, this is just retarded. I wish a motherfucker would try to do some shit like that. Try to yank me off a dance floor. We would be fighting on the dance floor. Yeah, Lady Boss is firing up them exes. That's right. This is an idiot. All right, let's move on. See, I don't fuck with Scorpios. I dated. Well, we didn't even date. We were friends. And let's see, one, two that I recall, two. And that was enough for me. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I can't do Scorpio men. They're too possessive. And you know me, I'm like that Leo thing. You know, we like to roam the jungle. We coming back to the pride. We ain't gonna really do nothing. That's where that's home. But we don't want to be out roaming the jungle. And that's how I am. I can't be in a cage. I cannot do that. I can't be with some man who's gonna be trying to put me in a choke chain. I can't do it. All right, question number 3. How many do we have today? Hold on a second. I forgot. Usually I check and see. Oh, we got 13 again. Well, we're going to be here for a while. I hope y'all have some time. Send a link out to some friends if they want to come and laugh with us because this is definitely going to be interesting. All right, this is a young woman. She's doing a 26 to 35 age group from Mount Vernon. Isn't that New York? Oh, she says, my ex, as of 1 week, had said it was what he wanted for me to move out. We were together for 18 months, moved out of state together, and I parented his child. He said he's been wanting it for a few months, but was waiting for the right time. Coincidentally, this is when his work travel ended and he no longer needed me to babysit. His mother and sibling were horrible to me, continuously finding, and she put that in quotes, finding things to get mad about, always required to be included in our activities. When he went to stay at his mom's, he left me alone to pack everything and never offered to help or say goodbye. I had to move back to my old state due to lack of funds. I didn't even get to say goodbye to the kid. Since then, we have spoken, and he said he's hurting, can't eat or sleep, and doesn't want me to think it's easy for him. He doesn't know, but his child reached out to me saying how much they miss me. I know the best thing for me is not to be with someone who doesn't defend me or offer the love that I give him. I had my chakras aligned, and I was told that I'm resisting cutting the cords. I feel used, disgusted, and hurt. I keep replaying what I did or could have done better. What is your opinion, Deb? Number one, which I also always tell women, don't you ever pack your shit and change your life for a mere boyfriend. Don't ever do that. You packing up, going across the country and shit chasing some dick? What the fuck was you thinking? You don't ever do that. He's not marrying you. You don't need to do that. You stay where you are. You let him go where he's going with his kid and his family. And then that should have been the end of it. I mean, I know, you guys get in this thing where you like, oh, but I love him, this and that, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? If he's not making moves to bring you with him, like as his wife, to pay for your movers, to find you a job, to, what you want, why you want the house to look, let's find a place. He's not doing any of that kind of stuff. You just packing up, going with him. That's not a man who really wants you with him. He's just you're just there as a convenience. When they really want you, they make it easy for you to come. They do everything to get you to come. And if you say, I don't want to move as a girlfriend, I want to be a wife, then the next thing you know, you get married. But you guys play yourself in a situation like this. You set up house with these dudes and you play house with them. Playing stepmother, maid, all the stuff to a dude that you just dating. You don't do that. I don't know how many times I have to tell you guys. Stop giving these men husband privileges when they're not your husband. You guys have got to stop doing this. Okay, so then you parenting his child. I mean, I understand, especially if the kid is little. They're so cute and they're just, they're so adorable and they really like the attention and you have fun with them and stuff. I understand that. I like little kids myself, but I understand the boundaries. That's his kid. That's not yours. You have no ties to this child. As you having drama with his relatives and all that shit. You good, girl. I would have cussed all them motherfuckers out. He said, you know what, you the bitch ass mama, it's like what you act like you fucking him. And his sister, you what you want his dick to? That's my role. That's not yours. You need to stay in your envelope. I say very rude and vulgar things to people in situations like that because they just be doing too much. And they be trying to clown, and so I take it to like level 77 real quick. But you don't want to be with somebody. Yes, it's nice his kid misses you and all that stuff. I mean, that's really unfortunate that the little kid got stuck in the bullshit. But this guy obviously just saw you as a convenience. He's nothing about him really stands out to me that he really wanted to be, with you. He never acted that way as far as getting you to go with him because you would have said, he wanted me. He proposed, he paid my way. You didn't mention any of that. That means that didn't happen. So, and then he went to stay at his mama's and left you to pack everything. He just like abandoned you, just turned his back and left you. So, there's the only thing that you could have done better is recognize a situation that's temporary versus a situation that's permanent. A man who really wants you to be with him is going to give you what you need to feel secure and safe. He's not going to be looking at you as a convenience. So when he start, talking about moving and stuff, then you should have started making plans to break up with him. And he wasn't doing anything about, paying your way there and setting you up and all that stuff. Then that would be my opinion. That to me is the telling tale. He's moving across the country, across states and lines and all the stuff. When a man really wants you there, he's going to make sure that you're there in a secure way where it's not inconveniencing you, and that you're a part of everything. And he's going to be very protective of you towards anybody. This is my choice, and you better respect her. You didn't get any of that, so that's my suggestion. You understand what is going on in these situations and stop, just trying to make a square peg and fit into a round hole. This is really sad. Likes up, please. You'll just stay in your envelope. That's right. All right, let's do the question number 4. We got 13 to do, and I hope they all aren't as long as that. Oh my God. This is a young woman in the 26 to 35 age group from Biloxi, Mississippi. Whoa. Is it positive or negative if a man puts a business idea with a woman on hold because he wants to focus on building a relationship with her first? Is it positive or negative? It's very negative. Let me tell you why. A dude's about his grind. He's not going to stop to build a relationship. This motherfucker's setting you up. You must have good credit or you got some money. There's something about you that he wants to use. That's why he's putting his alleged business on hold to concentrate on a relationship, because he wants to get you to be part of this business. So your resources are going to be invested in this business because you're in a relationship with him. So it's going to be hard for you to say no, because that's your quote man. And you, especially down in Mississippi, you all believe in that, support your man shit. Of course, I'm making generalizations. I understand that. But I'm just saying, having lived in the South, this is more of a mentality of Southern women than it is of women in the North and the West Coast. And the East Coast, we don't give a fuck. Nigga, make the shit happen. That's your shit. It don't have shit to do with me. Whereas women in the South have this, this thing about partnership and supporting a man and, all this stuff. That's the Bible Belt, right? So it's very much a negative. And what you need to do, if this is the game that he's trying to run on you, is tell him, no, I want you to be the best man that you can be and just raise yourself up by your bootstraps by yourself. I'm going to be watching you, of course. If I can help in some little general basic way, I'll help you do that. But you're not going to drop what you're supposed to be doing for yourself to concentrate on anything with me. I don't want you to do that. I'm not going to participate in that. You put that boundary up and you back his up ass up and send him back over there. And I bet you he won't be doing shit about that damn business, because it's not about the business. It's about getting in your wallet. That's what this is all about. At least you had enough sense to write to me, though. So for that, I applaud you. But this motherfucker full of shit. So you make sure you don't let him use none of your money. You're not gonna invest. You're not gonna co-sign for nothing. You're not gonna let him lend him nothing. You're not gonna be involved in his business venture in any way, shape, or form. Make sure he understands that, and make sure you stick to it. Do not give him a dime. Don't do shit. Don't put your name on nothing. Okay? And make sure your credit cards and everything is locked up when that motherfucker come over. Because, people be taking your credit card numbers and ordering shit online. All kind of stuff happens. Yep, that's what I think. He's trying to set her up to use her. I've been down, I live down there. I don't know. There's the women that just coming from California, going down to Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, Georgia. It's just different. The women they have a different mentality about men than I ever saw. Born and raised in San Francisco, they was just real different. So I had never seen no shit like that. Just doing all this shit for a man. I'm like, what? Where they do that at? Oh, I found out. Now no, she don't need to do nothing with him. She's not married to him. She should not invest a dime in him. He's trying to game on her. He's trying to use her. This is a setup. And I hope she, comes back and listen. I mean, she sent this letter in a couple of weeks ago. I wasn't going to answer it, but then I decided to. But I hope she hears this, because that's that's a real, they do that. They try to say, well, can you co-sign this? I need a truck. I need, a line of credit. I need, this lease. I need this building. I need this office space. And then you get started, signing stuff, because you're supposed to be, that's what, man, you're supposed to be like on his team and helping him and all this little shit. And then the shit goes belly up, and since you the one with the money and the leaseholder, the lease isn't expired yet, they gonna go after you for that money. Fuck that shit. If he gonna fail and go bankrupt and shit, let that be on him. Don't you put your name on nothing with some dude. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. My best friend was from Lafayette, Louisiana, and I used to go down there a lot. New Orleans and Lafayette, visit, with her people and stuff. And I was like, this totally different mentality about men than what you have up here. I know. Hell to the no, no, no. I saw that video. I was rolling. All right, question number 5. My boyfriend has a female friend who he has known since they were in school. She is someone who I have struggled with in our relationship. It started with being overly affectionate and making inappropriate comments about my boyfriend in front of me on social media. Fast forward to today, and she is engaged. I thought finally she's maturing and moving on. Wrong. I have made countless efforts to hang out with her, but she's still showing inappropriate behavior. She asked my boyfriend to be a bridesman of honor at her wedding. What? Who? What? She invited him to her bachelorette party, bridal shower, and is making demands that he needs to be there during the wedding to fluff her dress. She also recently accused my boyfriend of hitting on one of her friends while I was sitting right there. She constantly belittles her fiance too in many ways. She recently went so far as to say, if his gross acne isn't cleared up by our wedding, I'll just have you, my boyfriend, step in for the wedding photos. Am I irrational? I've had talks with my boyfriend about this, and I trust him 100%, but I'm baffled he associates with a person who can be so mean and berating. She also compares my boyfriend's physique/appearance to her fiance's. I've tried hard to relate to her and move past it, but it's not in my nature to go along with her except negative comments about others. I'd never give him an ultimatum because I want him to have friendship he cares about, but I'm at the last straw. Girl, what the fuck is your problem? This what you need to do. You go and get the next time all three of y'all together, your raggedy ass, pissy pants, pussy ass boyfriend, her pussy ass dainty boyfriend, you and her, you need to roll your sleeves up and get straight fucking gully and say, look here, bitch, you doing this, rattle off the shit that she's done. And you point to them two dudes and say, I don't know, both of you need to have a vagina because you are such a bitch. Both of you are bitches. And it's like, I've never seen some alleged men let some bitch run over them so much and sit around here and not do nothing to check the hoe. You sit, but I'm going to tell you something right here, girlfriend. Let me tell you that this is going to go right here. You do some shit again. You try some shit again. You try to disrespect me again. I'm with me and you gonna have a problem. And trust me, it's not gonna end well for you. I don't give a fuck about your boyfriend. I don't give a fuck about my boyfriend. This is between you and me, and I'm gonna beat your fucking ass. That's what you need to tell her. Cause she just doing the most. She's doing all of this because all y'all just sitting around letting her. You just sitting there like, oh my boyfriend, this and that, my boyfriend. Your boyfriend's a fucking pussy. And her fiance, he's gonna end up divorced. I can't even understand men who would let a woman do this kind of stuff to them and not check her bitch ass. And then you sitting up there, you writing me. I mean, that's fine that you wrote me because obviously you don't know what to do and you don't know how to handle it. And then I forgot, okay, the age, okay, that part got cut off. So I don't know what the age group is, but I'm assuming that you in probably the 19 to 26 age group because you too young and this is silliness. This is some shit that an older woman would let happen. You tried, them bitch tried some shit like that to me, I would be talking so much shit and probably clock her upside the head and stuff. Y'all have to have a gun, go fund me to get my ass out to jail. But no, you're not gonna talk to me like that. You're not gonna talk to my man like that. I don't know what the fuck you think you doing. Bitch, I will turn your fucking wedding out. I will get on the microphone and tell everybody what a fucking hoe you are and all the shit that you done. Trust me, I will rip your wedding to shreds. Your mama will be in tears. Your daddy will be in tears. Your boyfriend will walk the fuck out. And everybody in your wedding party will know what kind of hoe your ass is. Don't get me started. Do not. Because I will turn your ass up. This is some bitch shit for real. Comparing her boyfriend, so he tell him he needs to fluff her dress. Psh, bitch, I'll light your fucking dress on fire. How about that? Your ass will run down the aisle then in flames. I'm so evil. Who even thinks of stuff like that? But I'm telling you, that's some shit that I would do. She want to fluff a dress. Big, big for days. Anyway, that's my suggestion to you. You need to get some fucking nuts and check that bitch. And check your fucking bitch ass boyfriend. Oh, the whole everything would burn up. I would give no fucks. I'm just like, nah, you're not gonna treat me like that. You got me confused with somebody else that you think you could punk. That ain't me. We would be fights. The first time she did some shit like that, I would have snatched that phone and went the fuck off on her ass. Like you tripping. Oh no, not on the ground, on her. Cause I'm strong. I go to the gym. I could pick up a 75-pound cake. That ain't shit. I used to lift up so much weights at the gym. It was not even funny. Because people leave weights on plates on the bench press and stuff. So I'm hefting 45-pound weight plates all fucking day. So to pick up a 45-pound, 70-pound cake and throw it on that bitch. Trust me, that would not be a problem. She would be wearing that goddamn cake. And big lighters are the bomb. I've lit a whole bunch of folks up. Tablecloths, clothes. But you guys don't need to know me like that. Let's move on. Question number 6. This is a woman, 46 to 55, from Detroit. She says, I'm finding it hard to get over a man I was involved with just recently. I have erased all his texts, photos, and blocked him from all social media and calls. I know he isn't good for me and was playing me, but for some strange reason, I can't let go of him in my heart. I tried to kill myself, and he got there in time to stop me from hanging myself. I really need my help. No, you don't need my help. You need to kick your ass. You being stupid. 46 to 55, and this is what you think to do with your time over some motherfucking nigga? You tripping. For real. I mean, okay, he isn't good for you, and you want to kill yourself about some motherfucker that's not good for you. Where does that even make sense? What are you doing? You way too dramatic, and you know you did all that shit. You probably called him. Oh my God, I'm going to hate myself. You know this. So he would come over and pay you some attention with your desperate ass. This makes no sense. Snap out of this shit. You too old for this. This is really making me mad. This is pissing me off. You try to kill yourself over an idiot. I don't know. Maybe that's a good thing because you dumb. Let me move on. I can't even deal with that kind of stuff. You know. Question number 7. Female, 26 to 35 from Dallas. Yeah, you want to kill yourself over a nigga, have at it. There's nothing I can do for you. Okay, hello, Deb. I met a 48-year-old divorced father of 2 girls, about a year ago. Okay, then she went into some shit that's unnecessary. Nah, nah, nah. But I did some investigating. He won't share himself with me. It's strictly related to art. I did some investigating and I happened upon some materials that hold him sexually suspect. Oh, this sounds good. I found out through a tagged post that he likes cross dressing. You know, there's always one in the group, right? Yeah, she needs psych. No, she just needs her ass kicked. That's not. No psychiatrist is gonna help. She need her ass kicked straight up and down the block. Don't anytime you tell me you gonna kill yourself over some stupid ass nigga, I have nothing to say to you. That just makes no sense. And so she says, okay, which led me to his Twitter profile where he follows thousands of trannies, bisexual, and some gay men with a very strong interest in butt and sissy domination play. Oh my God. I am completely shocked at what I've discovered since this would have been a relationship I would have considered since he seems so becoming otherwise. I've even searched his ex-wife and noticed that one of her comments spoken in jest to her new partner was when he was being flirty with his buddy and said, should I be worried? Which led me to believe she left the ex-husband, the man who's pursuing me, due to this reason. Well, that's quite a leap. Come on now. The thing that bothered me the most is that he complimented a butch-looking tranny, saying that quote she, that's a dude, okay, looks very beautiful. Then had the nerve to try to reestablish flirting with me on my birthday the next day. He was willing to flirt with a tranny as he was aggressively pursuing me, which upsets me and makes me very uncomfortable. Okay, so then she says something about he's sensitive. He's a Libra. FYI. Okay, I don't know why that's important. I'm also aware how he said was infatuated me through some of his poetry logs, and it scares me. I'm in too deep, suspecting this and that. Help me move on from this devastating news. I don't want my first relationship to be with a bisexual man. I want peace. What should I do? You should dump his ass. She says, devastated in Dallas. He's 48. You're in the 26 to 35 age group. He's old and he's a fucked up freak. What else do I need to say? Leave him alone. Block him on all social media. Block him on your phone. Block him on your emails. Leave him alone. There's nothing here for you. You want a heterosexual man who's normal, who can get married and have kids and raise a family. This ain't that dude. Okay? Everything that you need to make a decision about what you need to do here is already in your face before you even wrote me this letter. So there's no reason for you to even have all this to write this. What you need, like validation that what you're gonna do to cut him loose is the right thing. Obviously, it's the right thing. He's not the one, and he's got 2 daughters. That's really sad. They got a fucked up daddy. They got a fucked up daddy. This is my biggest fear. So many women have these kids by these men that's all confused and about who they are and their sexuality and stuff, and then it fucks up the kids. They have to go through life with some kind of weirdo as their father. That's really disappointing. I know. I'm like, what? I don't understand what she's talking about. My first relationship. There's no relationship here for you to have, honey. What do you? I mean, you may as well have a relationship with a frog. It probably would be more rewarding. You know. I don't know what to tell you. This, leave this alone. Okay, just part ways with dude. And tell him that you found out he's a fucked up freak and you don't want no parts of that. And be very blunt with him. He needs to understand that you know his whole story, so he can't be trying to pretend like he's something else that he's not. Okay, you got to be just come with it. Is it like, look, I found out that your ass is into trannies and gay men. You're a fucking weirdo. I don't want nothing to do with you. Your own wife, ex-wife, didn't want nothing to do with you. And I don't even understand why you're trying to communicate with me because I want a normal man. I'm not trying to deal with nobody crazy like you. And just tell him. Weirdo. Ugh. Question number 8. Yeah, I don't know, it's like these young girls, they just have no clue about what they need to be doing. And they have no boundaries and no, like, standards and stuff. I mean, as soon as I found out, like, something like that, my next day, I wouldn't even say goodbye. I just would have ghosted dude. He would have been on the block list immediately. My block list on Facebook is several thousand strong. So, over the years, I've been on Facebook, like, I don't even know, what, 10, 12 years or something. And every year, several hundred more people added to my block list. So, I mean, it's a lot of people on my block list at this point. He would be another one. All right, let's go. Question number 8. This is a young man in the 18 to 25 age group in Seattle. My girlfriend and I are both 20. We've been together for 7 months. We have a good relationship. I've been sexually active for 4 years, but nothing crazy. I made out with like 15 girls and slept with 3. Okay, this young people keeping track. This, okay, I already know where this is going. She told me that she was a virgin before we met and only made out with a few guys. We dated for 2 months before we did it the first time, and there was no blood, and I'm not small, and so, okay. And we talked about multiple encounters, previous encounters multiple times until 3 days ago. Oh, thank you. Somebody send me some wine. Thanks, Rena. She let it slip that she has seen multiple D's. I kept pressuring her until she told me that she has laid naked with 3 guys before we met, but assured me that nothing happened. I kept asking her because I can't understand how you can lie next to each other and nothing happens. Then she told me that she gave one of the 3 a hand job and he fingered her, but apparently, oh my God, he's just going, okay, no, 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 no. The few guys she made out with turned out to be more than 20. I want to clarify that I don't care that she's had previous encounters since I've had my own, but my problem is that she lied to me multiple times while I've been completely honest with her. A few other things have bothered me. She has, number one, she has 2 guy friends from back home who she texts every day. She reads all of my texts, and I don't really read her since she texts so much. I don't want to spend half an hour every day catching up on her texts. So 4 months in our relationship, I took a look at her phone, and I see a text from that guy friend, and here he's surprised that she has a boyfriend. We have been dating for 4 months, and she hadn't told him, somebody that she texts every day, that she has a committed relationship. Number 2, we went out clubbing a few weeks ago, and she spotted a candidate from that Bachelorette TV show. She goes completely insane and takes 20 plus pictures of the guy when he isn't looking and sends them to 10 of her girlfriends, all while I'm standing next to her. Number 3, she follows all these hot guys on Instagram, according to her, completely stalks them, and sends their profiles to her girlfriends. They talk about how cute they are. I confronted her about all these issues. She told me that I can trust her. She has been crying a lot lately, and I feel bad, and I told her that we can try to get over my doubts, but I'm not sure I can. What do you think? What should I do? You are too fucking immature and stupid to be in a relationship. You're 20 years old, but you got the mindset of a 14-year-old. You measuring how many, dicks. I mean, what? Who does that? Except somebody who's very insecure and stupid. So if she had any sense at all, she would dump you, sir. She would dump you because you're a knucklehead. You need to grow up. And I know she didn't tell you the whole truth, and you know why she didn't? Because she knew you was gonna react like this. You proved her right for keeping it a secret. Now, why she went on and told you, I'd have no clue there. She should have kept her fucking mouth closed. She got a big mouth, and the big mouths write checks that people cash, and it causes problems. So this what she did with other men is really not your concern. It's not up for discussion. It should have never been brought up. You shouldn't have asked her. It's not your business. So young women, hear this. If you got a dude ask you about what you did with some other dudes, you need to tell him that's not your concern. I'm not asking you about who you fucked, and I don't want you asking me. It's none of your business what I did and who I did it with. All you need to know is that I'm safe and clear and healthy now. Whatever. I don't have no diseases. You don't have no diseases. So shut the fuck up That's all you need to say to a man. You don't never answer his questions about, who you've been with before he came into the picture. Don't ever do that. Never. Oh, extremely immature, just childish and silly. So that's my answer to you, dude. You need to grow the fuck up and break up with this girl because you'll never trust her. And I'm not sure really that you're gonna ever trust any woman because you're too worried about what dicks came before you. And it's like, the older you get, the more dicks are gonna have been there before you. That's just the way it is. I wish somebody would ask me some stupid ass question like that so I could say, oh, I fucked about 500 dudes. Of course, it's not true, but I'm gonna say it anyway, just to see what he does. Yeah, they still do that shit. Stupid ones. He asked you for a play by play. Oh, he was a little, what you call it? Not a, what they call it? Where they like to observe and stuff. Voyeur. He is a little voyeur type. He want to know the play by play. Ooh, girl, you dodged the bullet. Mm-mm. All right, we on question number 9. This is What the Fuck Tuesday, where we go over relationship advice questions that have been submitted to my advice column over the last week or 2 or 3 or month or whatever. And as you can see, these people have some issues, and why they write me, I don't know, but we have fun with it, and I try to give them some good solid advice. I mean, some of it's funny, I make fun of them or really tell them about themselves. But the bottom line is most people can take something very valuable away from this if they have a similar situation going on in their life, or if something like that happens in their life, they can draw on this information that I'm sharing. All right? So let's go. We're on question number 9 of 13. This is a young man in the 26 to 35 age group from Atlanta. In a nutshell, I try to keep this short. I need advice bad because this is driving me crazy, he says. I own my own home and I'm very independent. My girl has held the same job for 8 years and has a car. I've been seeing her for 4 months. I gave her a key. She knows to make herself at home. She's 35, lives at home with her mama, her 2 brothers, and her 5-year-old son. And it's a very dysfunctional family. I stopped over her place a few times. I don't feel welcome there, so she comes to my place nearly every day. We get along great, other than her family interfering in our relationship. Her son's head is being pumped full of hate by her brother and her mother. He's always trying to separate us when we kiss. He tries to divide us when we watch movies. They have him hating me already. They have him not wanting to come here, and it continues to get worse. I see this as a significant problem. I no longer feel welcome there, and number 2, her son is being trained, molded into hating me, and is starting to show. She is in no hurry to move out of her mama's house, and I see this as a big problem too. Let's hear it. Don't hold back. I need to hear your thoughts and suggestions as how I should handle this. Dump the bitch. That's what you should do. She's stupid. She's 35 years old and dumb. What are you doing? You mean obviously you are a go-getter, right? You got your own home. I'm assuming you okay, 26 to 35. So you probably 34, 35. She's 35. I'm assuming that you guys are, a similar age. But look at how your life is and how hers is. She a baby mama with a 5-year-old living at home with her mama and her 2 fucked up brothers. What are you doing? How is this in any way on your level? I mean, I know people be like, you shouldn't be like that with single mothers and this and that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the whole setup. Because when you get with somebody, you get in a relationship with somebody, you're in a relationship if it, goes forward, not only with them, but with their family as well. And they're in a relationship with you and your family as well. That's how it is. And so by the time you guys move forward toward getting married, everybody, this is a blended, this is a unit now. Everybody is family to everybody else via marriage. So if you have a situation where you're already seeing where these people are not real kosher and the little boy is all stupid, the relatives are stupid, and they're trying to sabotage the relationship, you need to get your key back. If not, get your key back because she might have made copies of it. I would just change my locks. That's what I would do, and tell her that shit is over. And take your raggedy ass kid and your fucked up brothers and your tripping ass mama and go somewhere away the fuck from me. Yeah, that is. I mean, sometimes people get divorced and they live with their parents for a minute till they regroup. divorce is financially devastating on people unless you're a real baller. You lose things, you lose your money, you got to start paying child support and what you call it, alimony and stuff sometimes. And before it kicks in, you struggling, don't have no place to live. Very often, parents will step in, and either the son with his, he will go with his parents, or the woman will go with her parents for a couple of months, a year, whatever, while they get back on their feet, and then they move out. That happens. That I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. That does happen, but it sounds like this isn't that kind of situation. That she's, been living there for a minute, and she got this 5-year-old kid who's like a little heathen. Mm-mm. Nope. Yep, Dustina. Question number 10. We're on 10 of 13, people. We're on What the Fuck Tuesday. Relationship advice. I read the questions, I give answers in real time. That's what we do on Tuesday nights. Okay, this is a young woman in the 19 to 25 age group. She's from Stockton, California. That's about, how far is Stockton from here? I don't know, 80 miles maybe? I've known my boyfriend around 7-ish months, and we've been dating for around 6 months now. It's been an amazing relationship. Everything has been easy with him. He's met my friends, I've talked to some of his. His family and friends know about me, and mine do about him. He recently told me he loved me, and I said it back because I felt the same about him. My problem is that he has slight issues with his mood. He's told me before that he's been hurt in the past. He had some friends that didn't care about him and a girlfriend that cheated on him. He left those people behind, but he still got issues with his self esteem and feels depressed sometimes. Because of this, his moods change very quickly. Some days he gets really distant. I've been learning how to deal with that. I usually just leave him alone when he's feeling like that. He's told me that when that happens, it's got nothing to do with me. Recently, he's been taking things I do the wrong way. When I say something about him, he laughs it off or asks if I'm being sarcastic. He misunderstood something I said and thought I was making fun of him. He's been saying that I haven't been talking to him that much. I've been having a bit of my own issues, what I told him about, but other than that, I've been the same. I've been reassuring him and clearing up misunderstandings, but I don't know what else to do in this case. I do love him and care about him, but it feels like he doesn't seem to see it. Okay, what you have is a motherfucker with low self-esteem and bipolar disorder. He's fucked up. You need to get rid of him. I don't know why you young women want to struggle, be in these struggle relationships where you struggling to talk to a motherfucker. It's like he can't understand that. He takes everything that you say wrong. It's like a problem. Everything is, miscommunication. You're saying the same thing over and over and re-explaining yourself and trying to figure out how to say it to him so that he doesn't walk on eggshells, and it's not a problem. It's not an argument. You can't just talk to him like a regular person. That is too much work, and that's what we call struggle love, and that's what you in right now. Yeah, but I don't live in Oakland. But I think it's about 80 miles from where I am. I'm more to going down towards Fremont. 80, maybe 5, 90 something. And, he feels depressed. These are all like mental, emotional issues. You're not a shrink. You're not qualified to deal with any of these problems that he's having. You can't fix this man. He's broken. And when you got a guy who's got these kind of issues, he's really emotionally unavailable. He's throwing out that love thing because he knows that's what you want to hear, and that's the way to keep most women on the hook. Because once they hear that somebody loves them, oh my God, they just gonna stay and take all kind of stuff. Whereas you're not looking at, okay, well, he says he loves me, but what does that mean? How is that benefiting me that he loves me? Where is this showing any, joy and wonder and excitement and fabulousness in my life that this man loves me? Who gives a fuck about his love? His love is tired and dried up and funky. So you need to understand what time it is. You can play. He just trying to have you around because you're a convenience. Talking about this love shit. You need to set some boundaries. What the kind of relationship is that you want? What kind of expectations you have of the man that you're in a relationship with? And if this guy's not meeting those expectations, then you get rid of him. It's that simple. It's not hard. I don't understand why you guys have such a struggle. Well, he might be secretly bipolar or schizophrenic. I don't know that. He could also be running game, because this is a typical game that dudes do when they want to keep you around, but they don't really want to give you a relationship like the one that you want. So they tell you, well, I've been hurt before. I talked about that in that series I did the 25 things, the ways black men get black women to jump through hoops. I talked about the I've been hurt before dude. This is a classic game that they use to keep you at a distance and not expecting much from them. So you know, every time he doesn't give you what you want, the relationship is cold, it's unfulfilling. He throws that, well, you know, I told you I've been hurt before shit, and you just, you know, stick around and keep taking his nonsense because he's been allegedly hurt before. What's that got to do with you? I don't give a fuck if you've been hurt before. Get the fuck over it. Get some street, get to see a counselor. That don't mean I should sacrifice myself and what I want and everything that I would make me happy because you've been hurt before. But that's a typical, I'm telling you, that's typical nigga game. So either he's gaming on you or he really is bipolar and depressed and all that stuff, which is a, you know, good possibility because we don't know. You didn't mention about what's going on in his childhood, and that's usually where that emanates from. But either way, this is something that is very distasteful and unhealthy for you, and you need to leave it alone. Get rid of him. You love somebody who's healthy and ready and willing to love you back, who's going to give you the kind of love that you need on a consistent basis and not fill your head with words and he doesn't actually do anything. Okay? You guys get so caught on that love shit. I'm like love schmove. I'd rather have a dude who never told me he loved me, but he treated me well. That would be better. Y'all get caught up in these words and these motherfuckers don't be doing shit. All right, let's go to question number 11. This is a guy. We had a lot of guys today. 19 to 25 from Ontario. I got a relationship with my ex 3 months ago after dating for 6 months. The breakup was difficult and had a lot of parts in it which her mental state started getting worse. Uh-oh. She was calling me around 60 times a day, alternating between threatening to murder me and to kill herself. Okay, she's whack. I had then proceeded after a few days to block her on everything. At a certain point, she found an app that I didn't block her on, and she sent an unusually nice message where she asked to talk to me. So I talked to her on the phone, and she apologized for harassing me and said that she wants to see a psychiatrist and start her life over. A few days after that, she started spiraling out of control again. I then blocked her on everything, and she moved to email. I then contacted good friends of hers from back home and her mother, asking them to take care of her. I haven't spoken to them since, as I couldn't continue being a part of it. Since then, for 2.5 months now, she's been emailing me on and off, sometimes within a few weeks with breaks in between. The messages follow each other with patterns changing from hatred towards me, depressing thoughts about herself, life, death, and suicide, and then moves to aggression and confidence. She now started sending me the novel of hate, he put that in quotes, in chapters. I'm sorry, I know he's upset, but this shit is funny. And it is long. She's depicting her life from childhood. She is a victim and her life is the central theme. This girl is crazy as a Betsy bug. Now she is also blocked on my email, but it reaches the spam folder. I somehow keep returning to check it as I can't stop my curiosity. Reading this emails isn't making me feel good, but I can't stop. I answered her once with a positive reply, thinking it would help, but maybe it didn't. I don't know what to do. She won't stop bothering me, and I don't want to go to the police. What should I do in such a scenario? Okay, you need to forward all them emails to her mama. That's what you need to do. You know, find her mother's email, Facebook account, whatever, because you know you can send. They got Facebook email, you know, so and so at facebook.com, and you can send it to her so she is fully aware of how wacko her daughter is, and say, you know, your daughter really needs some psychiatric help. Then I know you don't want to go to police, but that's what you need to do. You need to file a restraining order on this girl, and I'm telling you, this is for your own safety. She sounds crazy. Once people start threatening your life like that, I don't know why you're not taking this seriously. I mean, if you were a woman, and I'm telling you the same thing I would tell a woman, you got a man sending you crazy emails and calling you and leaving you messages talking about he's going to kill you and hurt you, you need to take that shit seriously, because look at how many people end up dead because, you know, not taking shit seriously that these wacko people say. You need to file a restraining order on her immediately. That might be what it takes to get her parents, attention, that there's something really wrong with their daughter. There's something seriously wrong with this girl. She's psycho. She's psychotic. And you so funny talking about you can't stop your curiosity. I understand what you're talking about though, because I'd probably be like, "What's this crazy bitch saying now?" And looking at it myself. But I really, you need to cut all ties with this woman. Put up every block you can, and if go down to the courthouse and show, print out those emails and say, this woman's threatening me. I need a restraining order against her. And then that way, if she contacts you again, or if she comes to try to see you with a knife in her hand, you can dial 911 and they will pick the bitch up and put her in a psychiatric hold. And that's what she needs. That probably would be the best thing for her, because she's crazy. But I'm telling you, better take this shit seriously. The next thing you know, your ass gonna be pushing up some daisies and trying to figure out what happened. I didn't think she meant it. I didn't think she was really serious. I didn't think she would hurt me while your ass is dead. Shit. Question number 12. Wait a minute. How long is this thing? Wait, I'm gonna have to skim this. This is from a young woman, 26 to 35, from Liverpool, England. I've been dating my boyfriend for 2 months, 2 years now, and I'm down to the point of being mentally exhausted with his ex fiance still being in the picture. Oh my God, another ex. They dated for 10 years. They had a rabbit and a cat together. They shared custody of the pets after they broke up. She comes over once a week. She has a key to his place, really, to visit the animals, and they text and send each other pictures. And she says, I recently found out the entire first year we dated, he still had feelings for her. And this is because he still sees her and communicates with her. No, he still wants to see and communicate with her because he still has feelings. You got it reversed. He can't move on emotionally if she's still there. He doesn't want to move on. That's the part you're not getting. So things finally hit the fan when he broke up with me this past July, when he found her engagement ring hidden in his closet. It had been there for years. He didn't know. This spiraled him and he got angry and all of a sudden said it was over and got rid of the ring. He had a few meltdowns about her and promised he felt he finally had moved on. Me, like a dummy and loving him, took him back. Fast forward, one of the two pets passed away last week. And obviously he was sad about it passing. And I was trying to be there for him. And dealing with his ex, he's acting super strange toward me. Okay, she just went into way too much detail. I don't care about the damn pets. Oh, okay, now the cat's 14 years old. He's telling me that they're going to share custody until the cat dies. That cat would meet an instant death if it was me. Your cat getting ready to die tomorrow. He basically is telling me that they will share custody till it's died. Okay, blah, blah, he needs to keep his cat. Yeah, move on. I really do think he's seeing her just keeps ripping the band-aid off of him and his feelings for her. How can he ever move on? He says he's moved on, but I think he's using their pet as an excuse to hold on to her. Should I move on? Or should I just get the courage to let him know how hurt and how much the relationship has caused me sorrow and pain? And he needs to be done with her and move on. I'm not the one to ever give ultimatums, but it's almost a choose me or her situation. It should have been that way months ago. Wait, how long ago did you date her? You've been dating him for 2 years? Shit. I would have took that shit for exactly 2 hours. You got some bitch that still got a key to your house and you supposed to be moved on? That alone should have told you he hasn't moved on. Who lets their ex have a key to their house unless it's some bitch that he wants to see? You tripping. I don't know what you thinking about. Real seriously, and you in a 26 to 35 age group and you still this dumb? And she comes over to visit some damn pets? That's her excuse to come over. And he loves it. That's why he wants that damn animals to live forever. That's why he got mad because one of them died, because he knows his gravy train to see her is about to come to a screeching halt. That's why that bitch ass cat would die. I'm telling you. People be like, you shouldn't do animal cruelty. This motherfucker's old anyway. That cat would die tomorrow. I'm telling you. Tomorrow. Hey, Brit. Oh yeah, that you get ready to bury a cat. That's what be me. And then I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna look at you and be like, "What you gonna do?" But no, I mean, really, I would have been gone. None of this would have happened. I wouldn't have cared that the animal died because I wouldn't have known that it died because I would have been gone. I'm not gonna fight with a man about his ghosts from the past. Like I told you guys in that video, a man's first love, he never gets over it. He never lets it go, ever. So for the rest of his life, if this woman walks in his door and talks about she want to get back together, he's going to take her back because that's where his heart is. That's who has his heart. For the rest of his life, he's going to love this woman. And there's nothing anybody else can do about it. You need to recognize when you lose it, ladies, and just move on. Don't accept less than what you feel like you deserve. Yeah, she not dealing with that. This cat would be dead just because I wanted to fuck it up, so he could be fucked up and seeing what's gonna happen. You gonna be walking there, shit, motherfucker, be stiff, shit, and I be like, look, wow, your cat died. Ooh, that would be him. And then he could now wouldn't have no excuse for the big bitch to come back, right? So then I'd be sitting there looking like, what you gonna do? His dick ain't the bomb. It must be her pussy that's the bomb, cause she the one coming. He's the one leaving everything convenient for her to come in and out of his life. It's not the other way around. She got a key to his place. He don't have one of hers. Come on now, Van. Let's think about this, right? He don't have one of hers. She got one of his. He's the one who's keep hanging on. It's not her. She just doing visiting the animal. Yeah, that cat would be fucking like, laid out. Ah, yep, sleeping with the fishes. I'm trying to tell you, shit be stiff. Just put a bow on the dead cat's neck and leave it on his bed. Don't say I never gave you nothing. Ah, I don't care if it's bacon. I ain't trying to eat it. I would just have to do it though, just to fuck him up because I'm evil like that. You not gonna fuck over me. I'm gonna fuck you up so you be thinking about this shit for the rest of your life. That's just how I am, Amy. I'm just uber vindictive. Yeah, here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Come here, kitty, kitty, kitty. I got a snack for you. Yee. Oh yeah, that cat's old as fuck anyway. Shit, probably put it out of his arthritic misery. They just waiting to die. 14 years old. God damn. Shit, probably walking around need a crutch and shit. Anyway, cats, that's too old. All right, here we go. Yeah, fuck you and your cat. Tiana knows me. See, you understand. You understand the Debster. Okay, so everybody who didn't get to see, I have to show you my. I got my jazzy top on that I paid $5. Look at them little sleeves. See. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, she's something wrong with her. But this is a thing that's an epidemic low self-esteem amongst these women. They just take all kind of bullshit from these men. I'll be like, shit. I want to see you cry. I want to see you cry about your stiff cat. Let's see that. And let your bitch ass girlfriend come over here so I can watch both of y'all cry while I laugh at you. I'm just evil. And I know I'm evil. And then people say I'm evil. I'd be like, thank you. I know I am. That's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. All right, here we are on the last question of What the Fuck Tuesday. And it's like the person who's the worser person today is me. Worse than the letters. Yeah, I like this little top. This is something different for me. All right, let's do question number 13. Hi, Deb. I'm new to your channel and I'm looking for some advice. I'm torn as to whether or not I'm in the right or wrong, and I would like to hear your perspective. Oh, no. I got into a huge fight with my older sister today. First, a little background. I don't have a relationship with my mom. She left when I was 2 months old. Who can leave a 2-month-old baby? Took off and left me, my dad, and my sister. I am now 24. Your daddy must have been a bitch. You know what I mean? Because that's not normal. I have never had a relationship with my mother, but my sister has. She was 12 when our mother left. I grew up without a mother, although I have a fairly good relationship with my stepmother, who was the woman who raised me. Anyway, I had a baby 5 months ago, a beautiful little girl. My birth mother wanted to see the baby. However, I don't want anything to do with her bitch ass. I added the bitch ass. Like I said, she left me. I don't want a relationship with her. I want nothing to do with her. My sister, who is 36, babysat for me yesterday and took my baby to see her. We got into a huge fight. She came over as we were going to go shopping together, and she started the conversation saying, "Don't get mad, but I took Meg to see our mother." When I asked her if she did it on purpose, my sister admitted that it was indeed her intention to take my baby to see my birth mother. My sister said that my birth mother has a right to see her grandchild, and I said if it's her kids, then great. She has no right to see my baby or meet my husband. She lost that right when she abandoned me. My sister says I need to grow up, forget about the past, and forgive. She is, quote, our mother. I have never met her, and like I said, I don't want anything to do with her. My sister emphatically said that she now wants nothing to do with me, and then stormed off saying she didn't, quote, raise me to be a bitter, spoiled bitch. Wondering if you and the squad think I am overreacting or if I have a right to be upset. Does she deserve to be in my life? No, the bitch don't. And your sister was foul. That was a violation. That was a violation of your trust in your sister. She has like performed like a mother role to you since she's 12 years old, older than you, and you were only 2 months old when your mama left. So that means that you were mothered a lot by your sister, and then your stepmother came and took over. So your relationship with your sister is a lot different than a normal, sister relationship. You have it's just different. So for her to do that behind your back to please some bitch that abandoned both of you, your sister's got some problems. She's not really I don't know what's going on with her, but she's trying to please this woman who abandoned the two of you and doing that to the point where she sacrifices what you want about your child. She's violating your boundaries about your child with this woman. So what I'm going to suggest to you is, your sister says she don't want nothing to do with you. That's probably okay. I mean, I know it's going to hurt because you guys have a close relationship, but you have to remember what she did. I'm not saying you build a shrine to it, but I'm just saying, that behavior is very, very questionable, and it causes the destruction of any kind of trust that you might have had in your sister and your relationship. She put your mother who abandoned you over you, especially when it concerns your baby. Nobody had that baby but you. That's your child. And you trusted her to watch your child, and that's how she did you and your baby. Fuck that hoe. You lucky, she's lucky it was me, because I would have cussed her fucking ass out. Talking about I didn't raise you to be like, bitch, I didn't expect you to go and be a backstabbing hoe either. You sitting up there bringing that big baby, my baby that I had to see that bitch. I don't give a fuck about that hoe. She didn't care about me when I was 2 months old, and now my baby's 5 months old. And you think that she's supposed to be honored with the presence of my child, the child that I birthed, that she from something that she abandoned? Now I am gonna say this though. I'm going to say this. You can make a conscious decision to eliminate her from your life because it's going to cause a lot of stress and strife with you because of your anger. But I am going to say this. You should get some counseling for that. Okay? I'm not saying you have to forgive her and let her back into your life. What I'm saying is you need to deal with that anger in a way and put it in a place where it's not so overwhelming for you. You know what I mean? You can still have your boundaries, because I do not think that she deserved to have a relationship with your child if she didn't have one with your mama. How you gonna have a relationship with the grandchild if you didn't have one with the mother? What kind of shit is that? The baby go with the mama. So it's a package deal. You don't have a relationship with your daughter, you ain't trying to have one, then fuck you. You know what I mean? No, you don't get to have a relationship with my child. That's not gonna happen. So, but I do think that would be a good idea for you to, figure out how to let go of some of that anger. Get you some therapy. Your sister probably could use some too, because she's really confused about where her loyalties lie and all of that. She putting her niece in a situation with a woman that she doesn't know anything about. You know what I mean? That's not cool. You don't know what's the situation with this mother and why she left, or what's the deal with her. Was she on drugs? I mean, was she chasing some dick? I mean, what was going on with her? Why she just left her 2-month-old baby? That's not normal. That's not normal behavior. That's not at all normal. So you need to figure out, both of you need to know what was the deal behind that. That's something very extreme and different. I just have never heard anybody do anything like that. 2 years old, 3, 4, older, yeah, but not 2 months old. That's very bizarre. Yeah, the sister has abandonment issues, but she's doing it in a way where she's trying to identify with the person who abandoned her, to the point where she turns her back on and backstabs the person that she's supposed to love and be sheltering, her little sister. So some, the sister, she got some issues. The older sister got some problems too. So really, from my perspective, them not being around you right now is probably a good thing. But you need to take care of yourself so you can take care of your daughter. You do not want this kind of stuff, this toxicity, to spill over into your relationship with your baby. So the baby is getting the brunt of all these damaged adult relationships. You don't want to do that to her. She doesn't deserve it. She's an infant. Okay? Yeah, honey, I would have beat my sister's ass. It would have been like the police would have been called. Fuck all that. I'm fixing to beat your ass. How you gonna take my baby to see some bitch I told you I don't want nothing to do with? You do that shit behind my back. This was intentional deceit. And you know what I mean? Just manipulative deceit. That's what that was. I would never trust my sister again of some shit like that. And with your baby, I mean, you know what I mean? You don't know what these people are doing with your baby and to it and saying to it and all this kind of stuff. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. No, nigga. No. That's not happening. Yeah, this was very problematic. Why I was getting my cousin? Why you put this at the end? This should have been in the middle somewhere. I like to end on a happy note. Now I'm pissed the fuck off. But this was a very interesting round of letters. A little different than what we usually do. A lot from a men this time. They is widespread, really. Well, in a certain respect, I can see it. Because I remember when I had my daughter, and I have to tell you, it wasn't like I was going to run away from her, but I was totally overwhelmed. Totally overwhelmed. If it hadn't been for my mother in law and my mom stepping in to help me and my aunt, I don't know. I just was not prepared. And, like I had babysit, my whole life. I mean, I have younger sibling, my younger brother, you know what I mean? I just, younger cousins I used to watch and stuff, but it's not the same. It's not the same because the kid never goes away. It's there all the time. And I was nursing and it's like this constant touching. This the baby just touching you all the time. You picking up the baby, you changing the baby's grabbing you, the baby's touching you, nursing the baby. I just felt touched the fuck out. And so my husband went to try to touch me and I just wanted to punch him. I was like, don't fucking touch me! I just like blurted it out and I still remember that because the look of horror on his face. But it was like I was so touched out. I just felt like I needed some space by myself. Don't touch me. Don't even stand too close to me. I couldn't stand it. So in a certain sense, I understand what the mother may have felt, but then since she already had a kid, then that the trauma of that first time, she should have already experienced it, right? It shouldn't have been something that she felt by the second kid. That was the first one. So it was like it was totally new to me. You know what I mean? I just was like, oh my God, this is just so much. I just can't deal with this. And I'm always been a person that kind of liked, my alone time and being so this suddenly I didn't have that no more. You can't have alone time when you have an infant. They need you every fucking second. And even if they're not crying and stuff, you still watch them. You may, are they breathing? What's going on? Or, they need a diaper change. It was this constant thing. It was just so fucking overwhelming. So I understand that part of it, but I still have never heard of it, especially their second child leaving a 2-month old baby. There's no way I would have left her, but I'm glad I had help. Let me put it that way, because you just never know. So that's some realness about being a mom. You know what I mean? For the first time, it's just overwhelming, just totally fucking overwhelming. So, yeah, I don't really know any women who would, I mean, it had to be something really egregious for her to jump up and leave a 2-month old. So I'm wondering, I'm looking at that dude, that daddy, like, what was you doing? You know, what was going on there? But we'll never know. Let's hope that your friend's daughter's going through that. They have that what you call it? What they call that? Mothers, uh, where they get depression. I can't remember the name of it right now. Where the mothers, don't want to be around the kids and stuff. Maybe that's what she had. Who knows? But oh my God, this was like kind of draining. It was lot going on tonight. Thank you guys for coming and being such loyal listeners. And sharing this evening with me. A lot going on in these letters. These people have some issues. Woo! So that's What the Fuck Tuesday for January 15th, 2019. We'll be back on Thursday with tough topic. Yes, postpartum depression. Yes, maybe that's what she had. Um, that's very real. That happens to a lot of women. We'll be back anyway on Thursday, and then I'm gonna try to come in here on the weekend. Um, at some point this past weekend, I thought I was gonna do a show, and it just didn't happen. This one thing after another kind of stacked up against me, and so it didn't happen. But we did it today, and we'll be back on Thursday. Tough Topic Thursday, and talking about something. I don't know. I'll put up a banner to talk about it, but to let you guys know what the topic is. Be sure to become a subscriber if you are not already. Get ready for Debuary, which is Video Day February. This is our third annual event of that kind. We do a video every day for the 28 days of February. My name is Deborah Cooper. I'm the vice columnist on survivingdating.com and askheartbeat.com and here on YouTube. Thank you very much for sitting in with me, and I will see you guys on Thursday. Go out and be great. Bye bye.